Hey everybody, it's Krista. I wanted to come to you today because we love it when our Eat Real America members and friends come to us with ideas and suggestions. And Christy came to us with a question and an idea for us to maybe do a coaching tip. But her question was, what are those things that I could either make ahead of time or make ahead and have in the freezer for when people show up, whether it's friends or family, or people are just showing up and it's over mealtime or they're staying the night, you know, that kind of thing. So whether it's holiday or just friends and family visiting, we thought this is a brilliant idea. We wanted to give you some suggestions. And one of the things that Christy said she loves to make is our Cheeseburger Quinoa Bites. She said she does keep these in the freezer for when her son and her grandson comes over, and she said they pull these out and she said they disappear like you would not believe. So we thought this is the perfect recipe to show you. If you have never made the Cheeseburger Quinoa Bites, I want to show you how easy this is, and they are so incredibly delicious. They really taste like cheeseburgers. So the first thing that you're going to do is you're going to cook some quinoa. So 1 cup of quinoa, a couple cups of broth. Just bring that to a boil, reduce and simmer, and then within 15 minutes, fluff it with a fork. And so the quinoa we have got, it is already cooked. And so we're going to dump all of it into a great big bowl. And we've got the oven preheating to 350 degrees. And so all the quinoa is going to go in here. Now then what I did in the skillet is I browned a pound of lean ground beef, and then added a white onion, and it calls for 1 red bell pepper, and I didn't have a red bell pepper, so we had roasted red bell peppers, so I chopped those up. And so one little tip, if you really have picky people that are going to question the vegetables in this, using the Ninja or some kind of little food processor to chop up your onion and bell pepper really, really fine so they just really meld in there. That's just an added tip. So that's what I've got over here in the skillet. So once the ground beef was browned, then I added the onion and the bell pepper, and really you just have to cook it for a couple more minutes just to get that onion, and if you're using a regular bell pepper, just to get it beginning to get tender. So you're gonna dump that in, and then this is where everything else is gonna go in. So you're gonna put 3 eggs, and then you're gonna put half a cup of chopped pickles, and then you're gonna add 3 tablespoons of yellow mustard. Now I have had people tell me they've made this with dry mustard or stone ground mustard too. And then this is 4 tablespoons of ketchup, and then a tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce, and then a half a teaspoon of salt and pepper. Now what I'm gonna do, so the recipe calls for about a cup of cheese. I'm gonna put most of the cheese, but I'm gonna save that for the topping. And then you're just gonna mix this all together. Now, another one of our members, Jenny, came to us and she said one of the things that she hates is cleaning a muffin pan. So she said that she loved these so much that she wanted to make it even easier. So she suggested the next time that she makes it, she was gonna put it on a cookie sheet. Or a baking sheet. So we are going to try that today for the first time. And we're gonna do both versions and see what we like best. So if you're gonna do the muffin pan, I've got a greased muffin pan, then you're just gonna fill each opening about 2/3 full. And then what you could do is take and just sprinkle a little bit of cheese on top. Now, she said she's gonna use a cookie scoop. I don't have a great big cookie scoop. So I was thinking, why couldn't you use an ice cream scoop? So we're gonna just make little Cheeseburger Quinoa Bite blobs, and then do the cheese on this, and you wouldn't have to clean a muffin pan. So we're going to finish filling all this. It's gonna make about 24 little muffins or cookie sheet bites. And then we're going to bake them for 15 to 20 minutes, kind of depending on your oven, and we'll be back. So we just got the Cheeseburger Quinoa Bites out of the oven. So actually it was 18 minutes in our new house oven. And you know, my vote is either way, whichever way you like it. So out of a muffin cup or just taking them off the baking sheet, they work well either way. And you could put a little drizzle of ketchup or mustard on there if you want a little bit more. But the other thing I forgot to mention that Jenny said her husband doesn't even like pickles and onions and peppers and mustard. And he said, these are so good, don't even tell me what's in them. I don't want to know. So I would love for you to try these, but I also wanted to give you some other suggestions of things that freeze great. So some of our favorite things to freeze in the fall and winter are just any of the soups. So our Cincinnati chili is a great one to freeze because then when you thaw it out and warm it up, all you would have to do is chop some onion, open some kidney beans, do noodles or spaghetti squash, and then you'd have shredded cheese to put it all together. And you know, the fire roasted sloppy joes, and really any of our soups, the slow cookered curried lentils freeze great. But so if you're not even thinking about soups and stews and things like that, some of the things that we keep on hand all of the time are breakfast items, snacks, sweet treats, cookies. And so some of our favorites that freeze great are any of the breakfast cookies and any, the breakfast burritos and the baked oatmeal cups, the baked oatmeals. I like the idea of having things in portions like this, which the baked oatmeal cups are perfect for that because you can thaw things in just portions and still have things stocked in your freezer. But any of the muffins, the chocolate chip banana muffins are one of our favorites, but the Smarty Pants chocolate chip cookies and the chocolate chip pecan blondies and the harvest pumpkin bars and the chocolate peanut butter cups. And the thing that is actually surprising is any of the hummuses freeze great, whether it's any of the dessert hummuses or any of the other hummus varieties, they freeze fantastic. And honestly, if you walk in our house at any given time, and I'm just starting to get the new house stocked up in the freezer, but you will find frozen seasoned slow cooker chicken, homemade turkey sausage, always frozen bananas, frozen canned pumpkin, frozen applesauce, frozen tomato paste, frozen pizza sauce. Those are the things that I know I'm gonna need and I don't always have on hand. So just kind of keeping things like that in the freezer too. But hopefully this helps. And you know, honestly, if you have never tried freezing something, try it and let us know what you think. But I hope this gives you some suggestions to just make it easier to, when your friends and family do come over, you're able to spend time with them and enjoy time not being in the kitchen quite so much. So we would love for you to check it out and try any of these and then let us know what you think.